So good morning, team, and a very warm welcome to the Triotech software training program. Just give me a second, team. Let me admit more students who are there. Right. So very warm welcome to the Triotech software training program. So this training program is around mastering Oracle Fusion Financials Cloud, wherein we'll be deciding your pathway to a high-paying IT career in the cloud. Right? So basically, the objective of this training program is to land upon a high-paying job in the field of IT domain, and the program has been designed based on that. My name is Abhishek. I'm an Oracle Cloud certified trainer. I'm the official trainer for this batch. And team, here I would like to highlight something important, which is this one: no coding required, right? So this is one of the important thing that before moving ahead with this training, you should be having an understanding of, which is we are not going to do any kind of codings here. We are not expecting you to have any kind of coding skill sets here, and still we are going to learn in detail, in-depth knowledge we are going to acquire on Oracle Fusion Financials product. Now, about this training, the training program is conducted by the Triotech Software Training Institute. So we are an institute who are actively involved. It's been more than a decade. And we are actively involved in imparting training in Oracle Fusion's cloud. And as an institute, we have conducted multiple batches for various corporate institutions, for students as a part of the Oracle Fusion Financials Learning. Now here, let's move ahead. So what is the main objective of this training program, team? Let's try to understand this. So the main objective here, team, is how to land upon a high paying job as a beginner without coding knowledge and without a non-IT background. So this is important where your concentration should be as of now. So if I'm not having a coding knowledge, if I'm not having an IT background, still is it possible to learn a software application, to know how to implement a software, how to use a software, how to configure software? So is it possible? Answer is yes, it is possible. And this is one of the main objective of conducting this training program, where we are going to train you in Oracle Fusion Financials in terms of the configuration, in terms of the overall business processes, in terms of the implementation. Means how to overall use the application right from the scratch and deliver to any given business organization is something that we are going to learn as a part of this training program. Now, team, this might be a relatively new terms for you, especially considering we do have a mixed match of population where we have freshers as well as some of the experienced students are also enrolled as a part of this training program, right? Who are new, who may be new to this ERP concept, but will understand here the overall structure right from the beginning. And just for them, this may be a relative new term. What is Oracle? What is Fusion? What is financial? Right. So one by one, we're going to explore these concepts, and the outcome of these demo session is you'll be able to take a decision going forward to be a part of this training program. You'll be able to understand your pathway going ahead for your career in ERP domain. All right. So again, I'm highlighting something important: no codings. You don't have an IT background, absolutely fine. We're not expecting that as a part of this training program. You don't have coding knowledge. We are not going to do any kind of coding here. Still, we are going to learn in-depth insight knowledge of the product, which is Oracle Fusion Financials. Now, let me go ahead in this presentation. And first of all, let's break this myth, right? One of the myth which is across the industry, many of the students, even the freshers and experienced students have the same myth. And let's break that myth up here in terms of your career in the IT or in an ERP domain. So what is the myth? The myth is, in order to secure a high paying job in the IT sector, you need to have a skilled background in the IT, as well as you should be having complex coding skills sets, right? So that is the myth. Now, what is the reality here? The cloud reality is, in order to have a successful career in the ERP domain, that there are three important things that we should be having. One, understanding of the business logics, how business operates, what are their key business logics they use, what are the practices they use, right? Understanding of the business processes, what are the business processes are followed across the globe, or what is the in general, what is the practice that is followed in any given business environment. And you should be having the functional expertise of the product. What does it mean? It means the knowledge of the product, how the product works, the overall product, how it looks like, how it works, how it can be configured, right? Business process, you understand the product, then that is how you'll be able to secure a high paying job in the ERP domain, right? And it is not only the uh, core skill set that I should be possessing this skill set in terms of coding, or it is not the only case that if I'm not having an IT background, that will not be able to do. Even if you are from a non-IT background, and even if doesn't, you're hearing the coding thing from the very first time, absolutely fine. We are not going to do that here. Only these 3 points is going to help you out going forward to build up your career in the ERP domain, right? So rightly said here, your background does not define your future in cloud, right? So it depends upon how you learn the ongoing practices, the business logics, and the product knowledge, how you have it. So based on that, you can decide your growth in the field of ERP domain. Now, multiple times I'm repeating this term ERP domain and all, which may be a relatively new term for your team. So yes, we'll also have an understanding of that. One by one will develop an understanding, will understand the overall concept so that you can understand to the maximum possible extent that what exactly we are going to cover or what you are going to get as a part of this training program. Now, moving ahead, let me give you a quick introduction about myself. My name is Abhishek Kumar. I'm an Oracle certified cloud trainer, and in terms of my work journey, work experience, I have 12 plus years of expertise in Oracle Fusion Cloud. And during this tenure, I have done multiple end-to-end implementations, means I'm in part of Oracle Consulting. And that's what I do, where I implement the project. I provide supports to various business in terms of Oracle Fusion, right? And I have done during this tenure more than 10 plus global implementations. So as a part of global implementations, I have worked in various legislations. I have worked for US-based projects. I have worked for UK-based projects, Middle East, Singapore, Australia, and multiple other countries I have done Oracle. As a part of Oracle Consulting, I have worked with. In terms of the training experience, I have delivered more than 13 corporate training programs where the objective of the training was to provide or deliver a skill set to the corporate employees who are actually using Oracle to uplift their skill set. And also as a part of regular batches, I have completed successfully more than 20 batches where the objective of the training is to transition students to Oracle professionals, and the objective was to help them to secure a job in the IT domain, right? During this tenure, I have worked with multiple organizations, including the Big Fours, and I have worked with multiple big size and small size, mid-size organizations, including Deloitte. I worked with Oracle. I worked with EY, PwC, and multiple other mid-size companies. Now, team, some FYI, some training, this meeting norms that I would like to just repeat here so that we can cover the agenda of this meeting in an effective time frame. So first thing here, in terms of the meeting recording, this meeting is recorded from my end, right? Once the session completes, the recordings will be shared with the students so that they can refer back any concept which is discussed during the session, right? So they can refer back the recordings. And going forward, also, all the meetings or all the workshop classes that we are going to have everything will be recorded and it will be uploaded to the Triotech portal where the portal access will be given to the students so that they can refer the recording as and when they require. Right. So there's no need for you to do the recording on from your end. It is already taken care from our end. Now, during this meeting, my request is to keep yourself on mute so that we can effectively cover the agenda of today's meeting. Now, what about questions? Like if I have any questions during the meeting, then how we are going to handle that? So in that case, team, at the end of the session, will be having a dedicated question and answer round where we, along with my admin team, will be happy to assist you for any queries, whether it is related to the product, related to this training program, or any career related queries. Right. So everything will be assisting you, and during the session also, if you have any questions, so you have a specific option called chat wherein you can put your questions so that we can address your question at the end of the session, right? With this team, let's move to the next part here, which is the agendas of today's meeting. Something important for you to understand what we are going to cover in this training program. So this is going to be really helpful for you in order to take a decision on this training program. So first of all, we'll start with the introduction of ERP. May be the case that many of you are already aware on the ERP concept, but as I mentioned, we have a mixed match of population. We have fresher students who have completed their graduation and post-graduation who are also here in this session. So for them, we'll start with the introduction of the ERP. We'll understand what exactly the concept of ERP is. Then we'll be talking about the ERP architecture, where we'll be having a detailed dive in various components of the ERP. We'll understand the Oracle Fusion application evolution. So Fusion application is basically the product or the software around which we have developed this training program. So we'll be talking about that. What was the need, why it was developed, and what agenda it resolved, right? We'll be talking about what exactly the Fusion application is, why to learn Fusion application, right? So if we are learning the Fusion application, we are getting trained in Fusion application. So what exactly the need is, right? Globally, what is the need of Fusion application? That is something we'll discuss here. We'll understand some of the core features of Oracle Fusion Financials, right? We'll understand the current market position. So why the product is one of the leading cutting edge cloud-based product available in the market globally. So that is something we'll be discussing here in terms of the current market position. We'll be talking about the industries involved. So, sorry. So we'll be talking about the industries involved, which means that if we are having a software application, if the application is there, who exactly is going to use those applications in terms of various industries that are involved in the development of the product, in the execution of the product, or implementation of the product, in terms of usage, the final usage of the product. So that thing we'll be discussing here. Along with that, we'll be working around various examples of various companies that are involved so that you can also build up an understanding that which all companies are there who are actively working in the execution of Oracle Fusion Financials. We'll be talking about the key features and benefits of the Oracle Fusion, right? So some of the key features available, some of the industry-wide benefits we'll understand here. And then we'll be talking about the scope of this training, something important that what exactly we are going to cover as a part of this training program, right? So that is also something we'll cover as a part of this agenda. Now, followed by when we talk about the scope of the training program, we'll understand the modules. So you can consider modules means the subject areas that we are going to cover in this training program. We'll develop an understanding of the job profiles, right? Because the end result is what is the outcome, what I can expect in terms of the various job opportunities. So we'll talk about the job profiles, the expected role in those industries that are available in terms of the career in IT domain. And then we'll also talk about why to choose Triotech as your preferred training partner, right? So I'll not say that we don't have different institutions who are providing training in Oracle Fusion Cloud, but what gives Triotech an upper hand over the other competitors? So that is something we'll talk here. And followed by last and not least, which is the question and answer round, where we'll be answering your questions related to your career, related to the product, related to the training program, right? This is the official WhatsApp number of Triotech Training Institute, right? So this can be used for any kind of communication with the institute, with the admin team. And this training program is conducted by Triotech Software Training Institute. We are, as an institute, are actively involved in providing training in Oracle Fusion Cloud. Now let's begin with the agenda of today's team. So first, let's talk about the ERP as a concept. What is an ERP? So as the name suggests, ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. Okay, but what exactly it means in terms of the business, especially for the freshers, relatively a new term, right? So let's try to understand right from the base, right from the scratch, that what exactly it represents. So enterprise resource planning means if you understand any business, right? So any business is not a single activity or it's not a single business process. The whole business is divided into multiple business processes. For example, if the business is involved in the production of certain goods or certain raw materials, certain finished goods and all, right? So what exactly it will be doing? It will be having a production activity that is going on. Various production related activity processes are going to be there in a given business. Those needs to be managed as a part of an application. Inventory management, again, something very important, that if you don't have proper inventory at the right time, at the right place, you'll not be able to carry on your business processes smoothly, right? Various services, right? So in order to do the production, various services will be required. Those services needs to be acquired on a timely manner at the appropriate time, appropriate place, appropriate pricing, right? You have human resources. Ultimately, it is the human resources who are going to manage all these activities. If human resources are going to manage those activities, there has to be an application which is going to manage all the activities related to those resources, including their payroll calculation, their profilings, their time and labor efforts estimation, and all those things, right? Then you have purchasing department who are responsible for doing purchasing, sales department for sales, and one of the most important is to maintain the financials, right? So that includes your books, maintenance of your books of accounts, your maintenance of overall financials, your maintenance of overall reportings, your maintenance of overall activities in terms of your banking activities, your taxation, right? So those covered in the year, the concept of financials. Now, these are some of the main activities. Along with that, there can be some other business processes that can also be there. Now, what was the need? The need was initially there was no single application which was capable of handling all these activities under a single umbrella, right? So there were scattered applications which were there in the market, which was available before. Some applications were having an expertise in handling the human resources solution. Some were having expertise in handling the inventory and purchasing thing, separate application for financial, right? So then in there, a need which was arise that there should be a integrated or there should be a single application which is capable of handling all the business related processes under a single application. And with that, the concept of ERP evolved that there should be a system or there should be a software which is a part of the enterprise resource planning domain, which is capable of handling all the business related activities. That includes your financials, that includes your supply chain, that includes your operation, commerce, reporting, manufacturing, and human resources, and multiple other activities, right? And that too in an integrated manner. Integrated manner means not as an individual application, but a single application which is integrated into one application which is capable of handling all the business related processes. Okay. Now, here we have some examples, some of the market competitors or some of the market players which are available globally in the market. So, you have heard of the name Oracle, SAP, Salesforce, right? Northgate, and many other players, Microsoft, and all, right? So these are the players who are in the ERP domain. They have their own product. Same way, Oracle is the organization which has its own product, name is Oracle Fusion's Cloud, right? So multiple players are there. We'll specifically will be working with Oracle product here in this training program. Now, let's understand the evolution of Oracle Fusion, right? So here I'll take you back into little history to understand what was the requirement when the product was developed and evolved and how. So Oracle Fusion application was officially it was launched in the year September 2010. Okay, and it means it was developed in the it was completed its development in the year September 2010, and then it was released to the open world in the year 2011. Means in the 2011 the application was released to the open world, which means now business can use this application for managing their business activities as a preferred ERP product. They can use this product, right? So that happened in the year 2011. What this product contained, this product contained the combination of features and functionalities of the best ERP platforms available at the time, like Oracle, eBusiness Suite, Jetty Adverse, PeopleSoft, Siebel, right? So these are individual applications which at that point of time were available in the market globally, and these were capable of handling individual business processes areas, right? So for example, some application was there for handling the HR solution. Some applications were there which is capable of handling the financial solutions, the supply chain solutions, and all. So by combining together all these, a new application was formed, which the name of which is Oracle Fusion, and it's a cloud-based technology, or it's a cloud-based software application which was introduced. Now, application works on the cloud platform. So what does it mean? The previous applications were not cloud based application. So with the evolvement of the cloud technology, the application was also made in line with the cloud platforms, cloud technology. What does it mean? It means now the application can be used on cloud platforms, right? Cloud platform means over the internet, right? Anytime, anywhere, you can use the application. It's just a matter of minutes or seconds nowadays, right? Just you have the URL, you have the credentials, user ID, password, and then you'll be able to use the application, right? So that is how easy it is now to use these applications. Previous versions of the application were like it was supposed to have the complete set of implementation in a given organization. Complete set of infrastructure was required to be available. A lot of costs were involved, but it is now not the case. Now it is cloud based, which is like you can deploy the application, use the application in a minimum time frame, right? That's a cloud thing. So going forward, we'll also have an understanding of that process. Now, let me also give you some evolution steps, right? So before, right in the beginning, all manual accountings were used to be done. Fragmented data was there, high volume of human error because of manual accounting. Isolated departments were there. There were no interactions with each other in terms of manual accounting. Then it was taken over by the on-premises ERP, which was the versions before the cloud where segregated applications were available in the market. Those were there, integrated operations were there, but heavy reliability on the local servers. Means any business who want to use these kind of application has to keep maintain their server data. Huge investment to be done on IT team, complex maintenance process which are not in line with the industry standards. These were there, right? So now this is taken care with the help of cloud technology. So in cloud technology, the best features of the applications are combined together, and these applications are in line with the latest developments in terms of AI, in terms of machine learning, and anytime, anywhere access is there. So it's no more the case that if you want to use the application, you have to get it implemented on your system first, and then you can use it. No, it's a plug and play. So just enter the URL credentials, and you are ready to use the application. All right, just FYI before we move ahead, team, our admin team has shared the link of Google Forms to enroll this training program. So these forms are available in the Zoom chat section. So please spare some time to access the forms and complete your enrollment information. Right? Thank you. Now, here, let's move ahead with this. So let me give you some introduction of Oracle Fusion Financials. Now, let's try to break it out. First, what is Oracle? So Oracle is the organization. It's a US-based tech giant who has developed this product called Oracle Fusion. So name of the product is Fusion. And the specific subject area across which this training program has been developed is the financials. Means we'll be talking about the financials part. We'll be understanding the financial parts. We'll be doing the configuration right from the beginning of the financials. We'll be testing the application from the financial perspective, right? So it's a cloud-based integrated financial management suite that we have. It's a part of Oracle Fusion Cloud ERP. So it's based on the ERP domain. It's a cloud-based ERP software application that we have. What it does, it supports global accounting. One of the important factors is global, whatever the global accounting practices are, it is supported by the application. Whatever the global compliance features are, right? So each and every country or region has its own compliance mechanism. So this application has been developed at par uh, with the various compliance mechanism, various industry standard. So it makes sure whether you're using the application here in India, you're using the application in US, it is in compliance with the applicable industry-wide standard, right? And statutory laws at the same time. And number three is real-time financial insight. One of the very important key factor nowadays, right? To get on time or real-time financial insights, what is going across the organization. So that considering that point of view, the application has been developed, which gives you a real-time financial insights in form of various dashboards, in form of various reports, right? So these insights are available. What is the outcome? So that the management can take the right decision in right time, right? So we already know that taking decisions in the right time is something very important nowadays. Something which is not done on a timely basis can cause huge losses to the organization, right? So this is one of the priority thing in the application, that real-time insights, what's happening across the organization can be supported through this application. Now, fourth one, it's built on Oracle Cloud Platform with automation and AI-driven analytics, right? So it's one of the very important, right? So as I mentioned, this application was released to the open world in 2011. Now the question is, whatever application was developed in 2011, the same application we are getting now, or there are some updates we are done that has been done, right? So the answer is yes, there are regular updates which are done in the application to make it at par or to gain a competitive edge over the existing technology which is available in the market, right? For example, what we have currently, which is going on AI, right? So everything is on AI, right? So is your application is also AI based, or it is at par with AI and machine learning concept? The answer is yes. So I'm not sure if you heard of this thing. Even Oracle has declared now itself as an AI-driven company. Means Oracle is at par with the AI. It is working on the AI. All its applications are supported, are backed up by the AI features and functionality, right? So what Oracle is making sure, whatever is the leading and cutting edge technology as of today, the applications are also at par with the same, right? So it is no more the older version of 2011. It is the latest updated version of 2026. And going forward, what are the new changes, R&Ds, those are that all are embedded into the application to the maximum possible extent available, right? Now, let's try to understand the next point here, which is the brain of the modern enterprise. So how this ERP system is acting as a brain of various business organizations, right? So this ERP integrates the company's financial, supply chain, operations into a single seamless nervous system. Right? What exactly that means? So as I mentioned, the previously there was multiple application, expertise in supply chain, expertise in financial, expertise in human capital. Now it is clubbed into one single application, which is capable of handling all the business processes. At the same time, these business processes are integrated with each other. For example, if you have human resources data and you need those data there in the financials application, you need those data in the supply chain for doing various business processes, those are already integrated, right? So seamless integration solution has been developed wherever various subject areas needs to interact with each other, needs to communicate with each other. So those communication, those integration has been done in a seamless manner, and that is what makes it as a brain of the modern enterprise, where there's no one way communication. A multiple way communication is made sure, where one subject area communicates with the other in terms of various data elements, right? So let's try to break it out in terms of various concepts here. So ERP, yes, this is a business process management software that manages, integrate companies' human resources. So special attention here, integrates. So all the solutions are available in the single application in an integrated manner. Which all solutions, the human resources, financial, supply chain, operations, manufacturing, reporting in a seamless manner to enhance the productivity and ensure at the same time that is as compliant across all financial processes in compliance with various industry standards that are applicable. So if you're working in US on this product, so it has to be compliant with the US standards. Working in India, Indian standards. Working in any other region, so the standards of practice of for business which is applicable, the product should be compliant, and this is what Oracle Fusion Financial makes sure of. All right. Organization who has developed this product. So again, Oracle, the leading organization involved in the development and deployment of the ERP solution. Now, AI-driven company, Oracle, and Oracle owns this product, and it makes sure that this product is best in line across the industry at par with the latest developments in technology. What exactly within this we are talking about? We are talking about a product which is Oracle Fusion. So it's a product or a software in simple language, which is developed by Oracle Corporation, one of the leading cloud-based ERP product available globally. I'm not speaking about individual company, Asia, Pacific region. I'm not speaking about globally. This is one of the leading ERP products that are available in the market. Now, within that, what we are exactly going to talk about or learn about is Oracle Fusion Financial. It's a part of Oracle Fusion product family where all the financial related business processes are taken care, right from the recording up to the report. Recording means recording the transactions in the application, performing all the business processes, financial business processes in the application, and generating the real-time reports from the application. So everything is there embedded in Oracle Fusion Financial. And what we are going to exactly be talking about, we'll be talking about the business implementation, where we'll be having an understanding how this product is implemented in the real life business scenarios. The end-to-end implementation cycle we'll be covering here, where we'll be defining what will be your role as a consultant, what will be your understanding. So all these things we are going to cover as a part of this training program. So some of the fusion advantage, let me also highlight it here. So it is best in the class pedigree, which means one of the leading edge products which are available in the market globally. 100% cloud native. So it works on the cloud platform, anytime, anywhere access with limited information, which is going to be our URL ID and passwords or credentials that you're going to use. And yes, you are ready to go in order to use this application. Rapid deployment. So one of the important factor which is making this quite a preferred ERP across the globe, which is rapid deployment, means the turnaround time is very limited. What does it mean? It means that in a minimum time frame of 3 to 4 months, the standard timelines is 3 to 4 months, the product can be deployed and it can be made available to the business users, right? So that is something which also makes it as an important information or important point for the consideration by or adoption by various business organizations. Okay. Now, let me move ahead. Why exactly there is need to learn Oracle, right? So, what exactly is the basis, or what exactly is the need of learning Oracle Fusion Financials? So, clear points are here. High global demand for Oracle Cloud ERP professionals. So one of the very widely adopted product is Oracle Fusion Financials, right? So if it is very widely adopted, definitely it requires the consultants, or it requires the professional experts who can handle this product in terms of configuration, in terms of product usage, in terms of end-to-end usage, right? So that is where you have high demand globally in terms of Oracle Fusion's ERP or Oracle Fusion Cloud ERP financial professionals, to be specific. Now it is suitable for financial accounting ERP consultants and technical analysts, right? So the product is very much suitable for those who have a financial background, who have the accounting background, who are acting as an ERP consultants, or who want to build their career path as an ERP consultant. So very much suitable for them. Next thing is automation and reduce manual tasks, right? So one of the very important factor which makes this one of the very highly in demand product is automation. The product majorly focuses on the automation of the business process, right? And because of that, it is highly in demand. Now, automation doesn't really mean that no manual intervention. At the end of the day, there has to be someone who knows how the application works, how the application can be configured, who has to know how the business processes work and map those business processes here in the application, right? So this is not something which our application is going to do automatically. Automation in the processes means various business processes which are done on day-to-day basis, like invoice processing, accounting processing, those can be automated. Right. In order to bring that automation, there is the requirement is to have a professional expert who understand the business, who understand the product, and who can map the solution as a part of this product. Okay. Last but not the least, it offers a very strong career path in terms of financial consultants, cloud ERP analysts, implementation specialists, even as an end user, you can work with Oracle Fusion Financial, right? So there can be multiple other profiles with different names, but these are some of the key profiles that we'll see where you can work as a financial consultant. You can associate yourself with a organization who are involved in the execution or implementation of the product. You can work as an end user, you can work as a support consultant, you can work as a freelancer in the field of Oracle Fusion Financials, right? Now with this, let me move to the next part here. Let's talk about some of the core features of Oracle Fusion Financial. So now we understood what is an ERP concept. Within ERP, what is Oracle, what is Fusion, what is cloud, and all. These concepts we have already discussed. Now let's also understand some of the core features. If we are going to learn Oracle Fusion Financial, what are some of the core features that we are going to learn here in the product? So the product has a centralized accounting hub. So as a part of any financial application, one of the important part is the accounting or bookkeeping, right? So we know how bookkeeping is done in terms of various accounting entries, and those things are done. So the product has a centralized accounting hub. What does it mean? It has a centralized placeholder where all the accounting entries gets generated and stored. And with the help of these accounting entries, we can generate various reports, various analytics, and all, right? Second is real-time reporting and dashboards, right? So as I mentioned before, in order to take a timely decision, we have something called real-time reporting and dashboards, which means that on real-time basis, we can generate reports from the application, and we can analyze those reports, as well as there are uh, predefined dashboards which are related to the key business process, the ongoing business processes which are already there. Along with that, system also allows you to create customized dashboards, customized reporting based on the business requirements, right? So those things are also available as a part of this Oracle Fusion Financial. Number three, automated invoice processing, right? Automated invoice processing is one of the AI feature I've specifically included here. to just tell you that yes, this product is at par with the AI or the cutting edge technology available in the market today, right? So there are multiple features which are AI driven, which are available in the application, not only from the financial perspective, even from the supply chain perspective, even from the human resources perspective. And going forward, the objective of Oracle as a corporation is to integrate to the maximum possible extent the business processes with the latest available AI features and AI platforms, right? Number four, advanced analytics using the OTBI. OTBI is a kind of reporting tool that is available in the application, which is capable of generating the reports. Now, one of the very good feature about these kind of reporting tool is that these are very simple tools in order to develop the report. So as some of you might know this, but let me highlight here. Uh, Developing custom reports do require the SQL query and coding skills, right? That is something which is there. But the OTBI reporting platform as such, which are developed considering the day-to-day users who doesn't have these kind of skill set, right? But still, it allows users to develop multiple reports on their own, right? So it is not only the case where the user will be using the product, but at the same time, Oracle Fusion Financial provide you an opportunity where you can build up your own report based upon the business requirement. That is where these kind of analytics tools like OTB and those are available, and those are something which can be used for day-to-day reporting creation, right? Number five here, which is strong internal control and audit capabilities, right? So this is something which is important. The product has been developed keeping in mind the global compliance, right? Global compliance means global internal controls in compliance with the applicable industry standards, audit standards, right? So all those has been taken care as a part of the product development. So whenever you see the application, you use the application, you will not find that application has loopholes or application has loose controls. So you can do anything that you want to do in the application. Not like that. It is always backed up by strong internal control policies and audit capabilities, right? So that is what makes this application one of the preferred among many of the big business players also, right? Let's say it is bank, financial institutions, let's say it's any other industries. So Oracle is one of the preferred ERP platforms that we have here. Now, integration with the procurement project supply chain, that is something we have already covered before, which means that a business is divided into multiple streams: procurement stream, project stream, supply chain, human capital, financial. All these are combined into one application, and that too in a seamless integrated manner, which means wherever the data dependencies or interaction is required between multiple streams. So that is already available in terms of Oracle Cloud. Okay. Last and not the least, again, very important point, which is integration with the third party application. So in order to call an application as a complete ERP product, right? So when we say ERP product means various business processes are integrated into one application. But what if a business is using multiple different application for different purpose? So is Oracle is capable of integrating with those application, third-party application also? The answer is yes. This application is capable of integrating with the third-party application, and that's what makes it one of the very important or one of the preferred ERP platforms in the market globally. I can give you one very important example here. So let's say, for example, we are using Oracle, and for the within Oracle, we have the concept where we can record the invoices and we can make the payments, right? So in order to make the payments, when we initiate the payment from the Oracle, is system is capable enough to integrate with the bank. Banks are using some other application, and as a part of this integration, whatever the payment needs to be cleared, or whatever the payment needs to be sent to the supplier, that information we can send to the bank, and bank will initiate the payment on that basis, right? So is it possible? Answer is yes. We do have that those kind of mechanisms where Oracle can integrate with third-party application to complete various business processes, right? So with that, Now there is no need that you record the payment in Oracle. Someone is writing manually checks or someone is doing the payments from the web net banking portals provided by the bank. No, that is not required. You just initiate the payment from Oracle. As an output, it will send the instructions directly or in an automated way to the bank, and bank on the basis of the information is going to clear the payment. Right? Multiple factors are involved. That is also something we'll discuss. But what we're trying to say is these are some of the core features which make the application quite popular across multiple industries. So bank is one of the example, but you have different examples where you have different systems which are based on the industry requirements. Let's say, for example, if you go to any hospital there, they have hospital information system where all the patient details and everything is recorded, right? So those are not Oracle system. Those are some different application, third-party application, which is designed to meet the industrial requirement of that particular type of industry. But still, Oracle is capable of integrating with those systems to fetch all the financial details, all the relevant details into back into Oracle and record those information here in Oracle, right? So integration is one of the important aspect as a part of the Oracle Fusion Financials. Now, let me move to the next part here. Let's try to understand the market position, why Oracle is one of the leading financial software available in the market globally, right? So it's a part of Oracle Fusion Cloud ERP suite. So before Oracle Cloud also, Oracle was involved in the other products. So the latest, one of the previous version of the product called e-business suite, which was highly one of the recommended product in terms of ERP domain, but the only thing was it was not based on the cloud platform, right? And it was not integrated with the other applications. It was not end-to-end integrated with the various business processes. But with the current cloud version, it is totally integrated. All the business processes are covered under one single application, right? So this is a part of Oracle Cloud ERP suite family, highly in demand across industry because, as I mentioned, the product is not developed considering the requirements of specific region. It's not. It's developed in US, but doesn't mean it's only meet the industrial requirements of the US companies. No, it is developed to meet the industrial requirements globally. Right, so it is not restricted to one or two industry like it is suitable for finance industry only, manufacturing industry only, service-based industry only. No, it is developed keeping in mind the industrial requirements of different sectors. Right, it is highly flexible and scalable, right? So let's say a business has started using Oracle. Tomorrow, with the growth and expansion, new features, new modules, or new subject areas required uh, uh, to be implemented, right? So, for example, today business is using only the financial part. Tomorrow, business wants to bring in supply chain. Business want to bring in human capital. So the system is flexible enough to allow you to implement all those features in a single application only without the need of going into a different application or without the need of purchasing a new application, right? Secondly, highly scalable. Let's say mid-sized companies using Oracle today, tomorrow with the growth and expansion, we need that the product should be capable of handling a huge volume of transactions. So is it scalable? Yes, the same application is also scalable with the growing needs and requirement of the businesses. Robust reporting capabilities, one of the very important point. What is the end result? As from business side, business wants key insight, and those key insight can be made sure with the help of various reports. So we have predefined reports in the application which are at par with the industry standards, as well as we have reporting tools inbuilt that can be utilized for creating custom reports, right? So as a part of Oracle Fusion Financials ERP application. Large in adoption by the mid-size and large-size enterprises. So previously, in the starting, it was only concentrated on the large-size organization. Now, because of the cloud version, it is equally available for the mid-size enterprises only, and maybe going forward, even the versions will be available, which is going to support small-size organizations in terms of ERP cloud, right? Now, based on this, right, this is what made Oracle one of the leading financial management software in the market, right? So these are some points of consideration which are mentioned here. Let's also understand the global skill set in high demand in terms of Oracle Fusion. So already adopted by 86 countries globally, which means the product is working actively in 86 countries. And with the introduction of AI features, now this count is increasing on a day-to-day basis. New countries are also adopting Oracle as their preferred ERP product, right? Now, an example here, some of the industrial sectors which is using effectively Oracle, so technology and service related industries, so 4,960 implementations, computer software, around 1,881 companies using financial services, means banking, insurance, and all. 920 education, 708 telecommunications, 704, right? So this may not be very recent because the figures change on a day-to-day basis with new implementation, new companies coming in to use Oracle Fusion Financial as their preferred ERP product, right? So, but this is just an illustration so that you understand in what all industry the product has its presence, as well as how many countries the product has its presence globally, right? Now, universal in demand, right? So as I mentioned, there's not restricted to one specific country or one specific industry, right? So it has its presence in IT, professional services, computer, telecommunication services, financial services, right? So multiple countries, multiple industries to adopt Oracle Fusion Financial as their ERP product, and it is effectively working since 2011 till date. Now, again, the same example. So Oracle Accounting has its presence. So around like 744 companies actively on Oracle platform in UK, 3.7K in US, 456 actively in India. And considering the ongoing project implementation also, this count is going to be on a higher side, right? So again, representation company-wise, these counts are there. So based on one of the latest surveys, right? But this on a monthly basis, these surveys, the numbers are they keep on increasing day by day, right? So country-wise, so the product has its presence in US, UK, India, UAE, Canada, Spain, Singapore, Netherlands, France, and Australia. But these are not the only countries. 86 countries, including China, including Russia, including multiple other countries across the globe. The product has its presence in terms of the ERP product. All right, now let's try to understand, team. So these are the global market position related details and all. So let's try to understand some of the key features and benefit. So comprehensive functionality, we'll start with comprehensive functionality means all the business processes are combined in one single application. Those are seamlessly integrated with each other. Advanced advanced analytics in terms of the various reporting tools which are available, that going to provide you the real-time reporting and dashboard capabilities, which is going to help the management to take effective decision making and to get the real-time insights about the working of the organization. And when I say management reporting and all, so considering that those are some of the critical reports, but that doesn't mean that nothing is available on the user, and day-to-day user-related reports are also available, so that user can also understand what's going on across the application in terms of their specific subject area. Let's say, for example, if I'm taking working on as a part of the payables team, I'm responsible for making supplier invoices and payment. So effectively, the reports are available on there to take care of that. From the revenue side, the reports are available. From the fixed asset side, reports are available, and that to predefined. Right, so predefined reports are available as per the global formats, and then apart from that, industry-specific requirements or business-specific funds are there. So those can also be met with the help of custom reports and analytics. AI and machine learning, as I already explained, now Oracle has become an AI company, which means the objective Oracle is to make the product at par with the latest available AI enhancement, machine learning enhancement. So for every quarterly upgrade that Oracle provides, right, that Oracle does. So along with that, new features comes in the application which are at par with the latest available features and technologies. Global compliance support. So one of the important points, the application should be in compliance with the global accounting standards or global audit practices, right? So that is something which has already been made sure as a part of this. And last and not the least is enhanced user experience. For so after having this, what is the end objective? End objective is the user experience. The user who are actually going to use Oracle, the user experience should be enhanced. So it should not be a very complex application that user finds it very difficult to use. No, the user, in order to enhance the user experience, the overall application has been developed so that the users can effectively and very easily can understand, can learn the usage of application, and they can use in a day-to-day basis, right? So it's a web-based application that we have, right? So web-based, it works on the web URL only, right? And the look and feel is also very user-friendly. All right. Let's also talk about some of the key features. So that is going to give you more understanding. So first is organization. Which organization has developed this product? Oracle Corporation. Deployment. It's a cloud-based product which works on a model called software as a service. Means the software is already developed by Oracle as a service. It is providing to the business user on a subscription-based model. So this it doesn't work on the licensing that you take the license and all, which was there in the previous applications where it was not cloud-based. Now it's a subscription-based service, right? So I think everyone is aware what is subscription-based services. So any, let's say for example, Netflix, right? So it's an application which is already there. You use it. In order to use it, pay some subscription fee. Same way here, in order to understand this deployment model. Maintenance and upgrade. Previous application required maintenance and upgrade by the individual business organization. There, the business organization needs to spend a lot in order to maintain and upgrade the application, which in case of Oracle Fusion Cloud is taken care by Oracle itself. And therefore, Oracle make sure that whatever maintenance and upgrades are required, that is at par with the industry standards globally. Installation cost, there is no installation cost because it's a web-based application. So installation, what I'm saying is there's a requirement, something has to be installed in your local machines as a servers you need to install and all. Any hardware infrastructure that you need to install? Answer is no. It's a web-based application. Just you need a laptop and you need a subscription. You can start using the application. Cost low, pay as you use. Whatever features and functionality this is applicable to the businesses, so only pay only what you are using. More user-friendly interface we have here. Deployment timelines or turnaround time is very less, 3 to 4 month standard timelines. Less complicated integration with third party, less customizable because whatever is built in the application, that is at par with the best business practices. So it gives you less scope of customizing the application. More focus is on using the application with as per the latest business practices, which are globally adopted. Scalability, easy, growing needs and requirement of the business. Can it be scalable? Answer is yes. Data security, taken care by Oracle, at par with the latest industry, best in the industry's data security standards are followed here. So again, no need for the business to worry on this part. Data security, maintenance and upgrade, everything is taken care by Oracle. Business need to focus only on the business activity, business processes while using the application. All right, team. With this, let's move to the next part here. So cloud advantage and also something we have already covered here. Now, let me give you a introduction, or let me give you a look like how Oracle Fusion application looks like. So within a single application, you have all the business processes. As it's an ERP application, you have procurement, order management, marketing, branch management, financials, accounting hub, everything is there in a single application only, right? Now, let's also talk about the financial ecosystem, right? So in terms of the financial ecosystem, we have different subject areas which are there within the financials. And these subject areas, individual subject areas are called modules or subject areas, right? So module means there is a centralized module, general ledger, which takes care of all the accounting related aspects. So centralized accounting hub where all the accounting is stored. Then you have various other modules, accounts payable for handling the supplier invoices and payment, receivable for handling the customer invoice and payments, cash management for handling the bank activities, fixed asset for handling the fixed asset depreciation and fixed asset related data activities, right? So that is how the overall ecosystem is. And these modules are tightly integrated with each other. Means fixed asset is integrated with GL, accounts payable integrated with GL. In turn, fixed asset is also integrated with accounts payable wherever there is a data dependency, right? So it is not only the case that everything is associated with GL or integrated with GL, but wherever there is a data dependency between one or other modules, so that integration is already there as a part of the uh, Fusion Financials Cloud. Okay. So again, the same representation here. All right, now let's move to something important. So what we have as a part of this training program, this scope of training program. So what we are going to cover in this training program, we are going to cover core modules. Core modules means there are multiple subject areas which are there in the financial. Out of those modules, we have some core modules which are going to be there in each and every business. That includes your general ledger module, that includes your payable, fixed asset, accounts receivable, cash management. So we are going to have these modules as a part of this training program here. Along with that, we'll also be covering the security related aspect, how to bring on security in Oracle Fusion's cloud. We'll be talking about Oracle Identity Manager, which means that how to create the user accounts, how to give the access to the users about various functionality. We'll be talking about the approvals. We'll be talking about the spreadsheet data loader and FBDI data loader. So basically, these are spreadsheet models which can be used for uploading the data into the application. So there are two ways. One, you go directly to the application and enter the data. Other ways, use the predefined templates which are provided by Excel templates which are provided by Oracle. So how to prepare the data and bulk upload the data into the application. Those things also will be covering here. We'll be talking about the reporting tools. Well, we'll be talking about the BI and OTBI. So overview of the BI and OTBI will be having a deep dive where we'll be understanding how to use these tools for creating the custom reports, right? So no, again, no coding is required here. BI works on the coding basis, so SQL query and all. So we'll be having an overview, but OTBI is something that we'll be learning as a part of this training program. And we'll be talking about some of the AI features. What are the recent AI features that has been integrated with Oracles? We'll also be talking about those as a part of this training program. Now, a quick one on the job profiles and roles. So multiple roles are there. You can work as an end user with the organization who are using Oracle, or you can work as a functional consultant as a part of the team who's in any company who's implementing Oracle on behalf of any given business, right? So implementation companies are those companies who are having the industry-wide experience to implement Oracle, to design the solution for implementation for implementing Oracle in any given business environment, right? So those are the places where active roles we can look into, and various profile includes implementation, support, testing related profiles, right? So we'll be having detailed discussion around these areas also. Some of the companies involved. So you have product selling company, which is Oracle Corporation. Big Fours are involved here as a service provider, but not only Big Four, there are multiple mid-sized small-sized players also. We'll be having more discussion around these to understand in depth, in detail, to understand what are the service provider company, what are the end users company and all, right? Now, with this, let me give you the detail of the curriculum that we are going to use here going forward in order to complete this training. So initially we'll start with the general ledger configuration, which is going to build the foundation of this training. Then we'll be talking about the accounts payable configuration, followed by accounts receivable, fixed asset, cash management, and system admin and security related training, right? So overall 70 plus hours of training program has been designed across this, where we'll be not only will be covering the usage of the application. So this training program is not around that how to use the application from the front end, but we'll start right from the scratch where we will be configuring the application, and the process or the approach that we are going to use here is going to be a real-time implementation, which means that whatever we do in real-time business implementation, the same approach we'll be following here. We'll be building the solutions. We'll be talking about the best business practices. We'll be doing the configuration, followed by the product testing, followed by the reporting capabilities, right? So that is going to be the overall approach that we are going to use here as a part of this training program. Let me also highlight here in interest of time some of the course features quickly. So the duration of this training program team is going to be 3+ months, so almost like 3.5 months training program will be there. More than 70 plus hours of content will be covered here, right? So what exactly we do here on a daily basis, we will be having classrooms sessions, which is going to be Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 9:30 IST. During those sessions, we'll be covering each and every aspect of the product in detail, where we'll be working on live application, we'll be doing configuration, we'll be talking about the various concepts, and we will be doing a real-time project implementation, how we do it in uh, actual business scenario, right? So same stages will be followed, same concept, same practice will be followed here. Each and every session that is going to be there is going to be recorded, and we'll be providing the lifetime access of the video recording. So whatever is recorded, we upload it on a Triotech portal. The portal access will be given to the students, and students will be having lifetime access, which means that going forward, once you're working in real-time project completion and you need any reference of the previously recorded videos, so those will be available on a lifetime basis. Then along with that, we'll also be giving you the access of the servers, right? So that access will be 5 months access will be given to you, right? So right from the starting of the training program, it will be a 5 months access, and you can use those server access to do the practice after this session, right? So for that purpose, you can use the applications. Now, along with that, we'll also be giving you a lifetime access, which is Oracle repository. So basically, it's a repository, it's a website where all the latest updated notes related to Oracle applications are published. So we'll be giving you that access also. It is also going to be a lifetime access without any restriction, right? So these are the features. Then let me talk about the placement assistance, right? So ultimately, the core objective of this training is to secure a job in the IT domain, right? So how we are going to help you out in this. So we'll be having one-to-one doubt assistance. So any kind of doubts that you are having during this training program, after this training program, so one-to-one doubt assistance will be provided from our side. Real-time project assignments means the approach that we are going to follow here is going to be real-time project assignments, where each and every student is supposed to complete the implementation cycle that we are going to follow here during this training program, so that you can build up a complete understanding into and how starting from the configuration up to the testing of the product and reporting. Also will be helping out here from the resume preparation perspective, so that any opportunities that you're going to apply for it, so the resumes that you're going to prepare is at par with the industry norms of Oracle Fusion Financial Consultant. So that kind of assistance will be providing you, will be helping you out in preparing for the interviews by sharing the interview related questions, right? And along with that, last and not least here, reference, right? So we are connected with various corporate organizations who are working in Oracle Fusion Financial. So we will be providing the real-time references of the various opportunities that are available globally, right? Not only in India, but even if there is something which is available globally. So those referrals will be giving you full-time referrals along with the freelancing opportunities, right? That's kind of like part-time opportunities which are there, project-specific assignments and all. So those referrals will be given to you. Uh, Also, we have corporate tie-ups with various organizations working in Oracle Fusion. So what happens is once we share the reference of our students, so priorities will be given to our students, right? So that is something we do in first place as a part of the placement assistance team. Now, let me move here. Server access and all there. So let me move something important here, which is course fee and early bird offer, right? So Oracle Cloud Online Training Program. So the price of this training program is 25,000 team. And also, if you enroll by today, you can enroll as a part of early bird offer. So you can avail the same at 22,999. Now, what additionally will be offering if you enroll through the early bird offer? So the total server access that will be given to you is going to be 5 months. But if you enroll as a part of the early bird offer team, then additional 2 month excess worth rupees 6,000 will be extended to you. So the total excess server excess that you'll be having is 5 plus 2, which is 7 months, right? So this is something that you can do uh, as a part of early bird enrollment offer that is going for today at the rate of 22,999. From tomorrow onwards, the price of the course is going to be 25,000, right? Now, how I can enroll? So you have the official WhatsApp number available here. So any queries, you can use this number, as well as the admin team has already shared the enrollment Google Forms and payment links in the Zoom chat. So do refer that. And if you have any queries, please connect with the admin team on this respective number, right? So from tomorrow, we'll be having the sessions for this training program, right? And wherein we'll be discussing the scope of the training, what exactly we are going to cover in terms of the subject areas, all those will be discussing in detail, right? So it will be like kind of regular classes we're going to have from tomorrow. Now, again, I would like to summarize here. So if you are having a non-IT background, so no worries on that part. The program has been developed where we'll not be talking about the specific IT features. Still, we'll be learning Oracle Fusion Finance if you don't have an expertise and if you have you are working as a fresher in terms of ERP domain. So yes, that is fine. And this program has been designed for you only. Uh, what if I don't have the accounting knowledge? Accounting is a part of financial system for sure, but if you don't have any previous background in terms of accounting, so that is also fine. So we'll be talking about the various accounting and its implications as a part of the training. So wherein you'll be able to understand those concepts here. So is it going to be 100% theory or practical? So it is not going to be a theory, it's a practical based training where we'll be uh, using the application on a day-to-day basis. We will be discussing the theoretical concept, but at the same time, we'll be using those theoretical concepts for implementing Oracle Fusion in a real-time application server. Right, so that is something we'll be doing. And what should be the career trajectory? What I should expect as an outcome of this training program? So the outcome is we are looking for the transition of the students from students to an Oracle Fusion financial consultant, so that later on you can work with the various corporates and various companies who are involved in the execution of Oracle Fusion Financial as a financial consultant, as an ERP analyst, or as an implementation specialist. Right, team? All right, so now we'll move to some question and answer. Let me go to the chat first. Any certification is required. So at the end of this training program, we will be issuing the training completion certificate from our side. Apart from this, Oracle do offers Oracle certification program, which is designed from the Oracle University, which is conducted from Oracle University only. So there is no mandatory condition as such to appear for certification and to have those certification in order to secure a job in Oracle. But it's a kind of like add-on skill set that you can have, right? But from our side, certification of completion of training is something that will be providing it. Course duration is going to be 3+ months, more than 70 hours, Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 9:30 IST. So almost like not exactly three, you can consider 3.5 months will be there, where we'll be covering this concept. And meanwhile, uh, okay, as you have some payment related issues, so yeah, please do connect with the admin team. They'll be happily, they'll be assisting you. So no need to worry on that part. All right, so there is a question which is related, are we going to cover the expense module? So expense is not a core module, to be honest. So we'll not be covering expenses, but we'll be speaking about expenses when it comes to the accounts payable. Same way purchasing is a part of the supply chain management, right? So we will be looking into the overall cycles, like how to the extent it is covered as a part of AP. So that overall understanding will be developing. Exactly what we'll not be doing is we'll not be doing the supply chain configuration. That's a part of the different stream asset, right? It's not a part of financial stream. But wherever there is a data dependency to those concepts, we'll be having a detailed understanding of in terms of procurement. The same way with the expense management also. Expense management has related with the accounts payable. So we'll be talking about the expense management, but specifically what we'll not be doing is we'll not be configuring the expense management, right? How often we get one-to-one session of support? So basically, what we do here, we create an official WhatsApp group where all the communications related to the batch is going to be done. So we can use the same group, and I'll be sharing my personal number there. So the mode of communication is going to be WhatsApp, and along with that, what we'll be doing at the end of every session, every day, we'll be having a dedicated question and answer round where any queries related to the training, so that can be resolved, right? So dedicated question and answer round will be there. And offline, when you are doing the practice, so we can use the official WhatsApp number for doing the one-to-one communication. Classes will be bilingual on English. It will be English only, so not bilingual, because we are having students across different parts of the globe, like not only in India, students are joining from abroad also. So the official language is going to be English. Okay. How can we do for Oracle Finance certification? Will you? Yes. So basically, we'll be having dedicated sessions where we'll be talking about the Oracle University certification. What is the pattern of you should be preparing for those certification? What is the overall approach and what is the overall objective or advantage of having certification? So all those things will be covering as a part of this training program. So that going forward, you can also appear for the Oracle certification examination, right? So that is something we'll be doing here. Now, with this, right, any more questions you have, you can unmute yourself or type it in the chat. Meanwhile, I'll take a moment. I'll show you something that we are going to use going forward for this training program. Just give me a moment. All right, so let me share my screen again. So going forward, what we are going to do is we are going to use something like this, which is called implementation templates, right? So it is not going to be the case where I'll be doing the training and then only the recordings will be available and then you need to refer those recordings. Along with that, we have as a part of this training program, we have developed various documentation, which I'm going to share time to time, which we are going to use as a part of this training program. One of the most important one is this one, which is called the configuration workbooks, right? So what exactly these are? These are the templates or these are the setup templates that we are going to use in our training in order to do the configurations for the various modules or the various financial subject area. So what it exactly contains, team, it contains the detail of the task or detail of the configuration elements that we are going to configure in the application. So this is going to help you to keep a track of your configuration, to keep a track of your training, right? So there is no need for you to take a screenshot or to always refer back to the recording when you are doing the offline practice, right? Instead of that, you can maintain, you can use this configuration workbooks. This has predefined data here in terms of the various tasks that we need to configure, in terms of the various setups that we are going to have here, right? All these are available here. One by one, we'll be doing this task configuration. We'll be discussing the concept first, then we'll be discussing what is the applicable business scenario, and then we are going to do a configuration in the application. So this is very important thing. This is developed from our side. So this is not only going to serve the purpose of this training. Going forward, you can equally use this for real-time project implementation, right? So that is very important, right? So if you are implementing a project, there also the same thing is going to work for doing the configuration, right? So this is something which I also use in my day-to-day implementations and all, right? So same, you can also use it, right? So this is going to be important. Module wise, we have the configuration workbooks. Along with that, we have multiple artifacts, including the working sheets and all. So working sheet means uh, day-to-day basis, whatever discussions we are having, topic-wise, we are going to prepare the notes. We are going to prepare these notes, and these notes will be shared to you so that when you are doing your set of practice, any notes that we have discussed, any topics that we have discussed in the class, so same thing, you can also refer it back to understand the concept. So it is not only the recordings that are going to be available, these artifacts are also going to be available to you so that you can optimize the usage of this and you can enhance your experience in terms of the training, in terms of the practice that you are doing, right? So this is how it's going to work. All right, moving back, let me refer to the chat if you have any further on questions. So can you show what Oracle servers look like, the one which we'll get access to? Yeah, I can quickly show you that, but that is also something that we have going to cover in the next session. But for the timing, let me try to do it here. So just can have a quick overview, right? Now, I'm not going to get into the detailed navigations and all, so that is something which we are going to do for in the next session. But let me show you. So just I need is URL, I need the user credentials and ID password, and just I can sign in and we'll be able to access the application, right? Let me go to the home page here. This is the setup and maintenance work area. From there, we can do the configuration. This is how the home page looks like, where you have different modules available in terms of finance, in terms of supply chain and all, depending upon what kind of access you have, right? So we have general accounting, GL, payables, cash management, fixed asset, we have receivables, right? So all these are financial modules. These are supply chain related modules, right? So if someone is doing supply chain related configuration, so these module access will be given to them, right? But how to get the access, how we can create a new user account altogether, all these things also we are going to cover. So it is not going to the case be the case that I'm going to give you the access and directly you start configuring. No, we'll start right from the scratch, step by step, something that we do in real-time project, right? So we get a new fresh application, how we start, what are the prerequisite activities that we do, all those things we'll be covering here as a part of this training program. All right. All right, team. So I think this is it for today, and let's connect back in tomorrow's session. What you need to do in order to move ahead. So you have to complete your enrollment formalities and then complete your enrollment. So if you enroll by today, you can also avail the early bird offer, and payment link is already shared. But any queries that you have, please do connect with the admin team. They'll be able to help you out in resolving your doubts and queries. Okay. All right. Uh, yeah, clearly explain the class hours, right? It is going to be 1 hour daily, 1 hour Monday to Friday. So 1 hour daily, which means every Monday to Friday we'll be having class 8:30 to 9:30 IST morning, 1 hour. So it's going to be 1 hour schedule, but you can expect 1 hour, 15, 20 minutes. That is how, depending upon which topic we are working, right? So it is not going to be weekly. It's going to be oh, on a daily basis, Monday to Friday. So it's like 5 hours a week that we have. Yes, Triotech certifications will be provided after the successful completion of this training program. So that's something we'll be doing. All right, team. So we'll end this session here. Let's connect back in tomorrow's session. Make sure you complete the enrollments. Based on the enrollment, will be shared with the meeting links. All right. So please do connect with the admin team to get the further details if you have any queries. So thank you, team. Thanks for joining. Have a great